Hello and welcome to MK Brands, a podcast where I, your host MK, take you on a magical, wonderful journey through anime, manga, comics, and cartoons. Today's topic, Kamisama Kiss. Now, Kamisama Kiss is what I would call a classic shoujo. It's about a girl who falls in love with a yokai after receiving the position of becoming a god for a shrine. In this case, the Mikage Shrine. Now, I would consider this a slow burn. You could technically say as Tomoe the yokai takes his sweet time falling in love with Nanami, the new god of the shrine. As the show goes on, we meet the lovely supporting cast, a snake who was once the familiar of a shrine whose god went missing, and a Tengu who's also a teen idol pop sensation. And honestly, they are phenomenal. They're great, and I think as a whole, this show has a very strong supporting cast. We get to meet the Shrine Happles, Kontetsu, and Onikiri, who add a layer of kindness that Tomoe lacks, at least at the start of the series. So here are my main thoughts. I want the manga so bad. I think it's a shame that the anime only has 2 seasons, and that barely scratches the beginning of a much bigger story, especially as we get introduced to Agura O and like him and Tomoe's like history and like the gods of like different shrines. And honestly, I really want Tomoe and Mikage to like make up, and I need to see Nanami and Tomoe's relationship develop more. I think that that's something we all want. I already own the first volume, but one day I know I'll have the whole set. And the intro for the first season slaps. It's like an earworm, and I have yet to skip it because like it's so good. And honestly, I think it rivals like the Black Clover intros. I wouldn't say it technically rival, as Black Clover is a shonen, and this is what I think this is a shoujo. Yeah, it's a shoujo. Looking at the spine of the manga, like right next to me, it says Shoujo Beat, which is the shoujo magazine, so it is a shoujo. My experience watching this anime it's strange because, I watched the first season in English and the second season through sub. It was kind of like my experience with Clover and Psyche K, and honestly, I think the English dub is really good. I find a lot of English dubs tend to be really well put together. I know Inuyasha is like very good. And I know, in Black Clover is a different story, because I think technically all of it's dubbed and subbed, but Psyche K is that case of I don't think the dubbing rights kept going, so only season 1 is dubbed, and I think that's a shame. Now, I know a few of you, at the very least, would probably want to say, but MK, the sub is clearly better! And to that I say, hold your horses, let me explain. See, I want background noise sometimes when I'm working on either other podcasts or some doodles or a thumbnail and just like working on some notes. It gets a lot easier to have like my native language, which happens to be English, playing in the background rather than having to like look at subs the whole time. I think because like I can do it, that's how I watched Hunter x Hunter, but it can get very exhausting, and honestly I'm not in the mood to deal with that, so sometimes it's nice to have in the background. I'm also watching JoJo dubbed. Honestly, I think if I do a fairy tale like podcast and a JoJo podcast, those suckers are gonna be huge. I'm very scared for the day that comes. I'll probably do fairy tale first and then JoJo, depending on which I finish first. Yeah. So that was a long tangent, but I also think the Inuyasha dub is pretty solid, like I said, but that's on today's topic. So, I touched on this a little bit earlier, but I love the characters. I feel like all the characters are like, and like, my sentence is gone. They all feel like characters and Nanami's friends. I personally really like Kurama, which is the Tengu I mentioned earlier. I think he's funny, and in the second season we go into a lot of like the Tengu lore and like Kurama's upbringing as we get to explore him as a character. And my friend likes to say he's emo, so I mean, to each their own, I guess. I also really like the snake, whose name is leaving me at that moment. I think it's Mizuki Kamisama. Get this. Hey, it is Mizuki. Okay. So like I said, I really like Mizuki. I think that at the current moment, we have yet to like touch on his story too much, just because we kind of focused on Kurama in season 2, and I think while it's great, I think Mizuki definitely does need a little bit more time to shine and kind of get touched on. And I think, you know, I'm very excited. Like I said earlier, I really want to hunt down this manga. It's so cute, and the art style is so freaking pretty. Honestly, I would love to be able to draw big glossy eyes like that, and like cute outfits, and honestly, I have no words. I'm thirsty, so we're gonna take a sip of water, and I have like my big water bottle with me, so if it sounds disturbing, I'm sorry. ASMR by MK. I don't know if I'm gonna cut that out or not, so if I cut it out, then you'll have no idea what it sounds like. Yay. I think, considering how I don't watch a lot of shoujo anime, Kamisama Case definitely does stand out amongst this list. I don't know if Toradora counts as a shoujo anime. Hold on. We're gonna do some more Googling. Yay! Does Toradora count as a shoujo? Hey, the Wikipedia. Thanks, Wiki. Oh, I like the cover. Ooh. Oh. Okay, so it's a light novel, and it was serialized when it got like a manga adaptation. It was serialized in the shonen manga magazine Dengenki Comic Gao. What's Toradora? Oh! Okay, hold on. I found something stupid came out. I don't know how to feel. I see on the Toradora page, it was like, not to be confused with Toradora, which is like a place, which I think is funny. And then, we're gonna go with Kamisama Case. I don't really want to do that. Thank you first. Okay. Okay. So it was in the shoujo manga magazine Hana no Yume. The series was licensed for original release in North America by Viz Media as part of their Shoujo Beat imprint. Okay, so in North America, it is part of the Shoujo Beat, but in Japan, it was originally serialized to the manga magazine Hana no Yume, and it was published from 2008, or at least it was running from 2008 to 2016, and then there are 25 volumes in total, which isn't too bad, and I am really excited for that. I also, Kiri, who is yokai who stars on, also, I would like to make a special mention here, but Himemiko of the Swamp is like best like girl. I think she's great. Who's come? Oh, I'm acting like I've never seen like these characters before, but I'm just like, wow. But I'm like, oh, that's right. I forget their names. There was a musical. Hold on, a stage musical adaptation titled Kamisama Hajimemashita. The musical ran from March 21st to March 29th of 2015, and in Japan, the musical stars Saki Terashima as Nanami, Ren Yagami as Tomori, Keisuke Minami as Kurama, and Shota Takazaki as Mizuki. Additional cast members include Mao Kato as Nikiri, Keita Tokushiro, and Hiroki Takota as double cast as Kotetsu, and Jirira Kawakami and as Murakami. Akira Ishida made a cameo replacing his role as Mikage's voice. The musical had a rerun in 2016 with Yuta Higuchi recast as Mizuki, Lee Kui member Yumi Takaki recast as Kotetsu, and Makoto Okunaka recast as Murakami. That's very interesting. I don't read a lot when I do research for these. I think I might link the Wikipedia. I hope you guys enjoyed this, like, detour. Where did we start? Oh, and then I also watched Madoka Magica, but I think Madoka Magica technically goes into shoujo territory. Madoka Magica. It doesn't say here. Oh, wait, no, never mind. But its genres are dark fantasy, magical girl, and psychological thriller. That is not what I expected, but that's what I have. So, all things considering, does Tokyo Mew Mew count? I don't. Tokyo Mew. And then oh, okay. I'm yawning because I'm just I'm spiraling. I don't understand what this video was. Anyway, it does count as a shoujo. So I think Kamisama Kiss is superior to Tokyo Mew Mew. Honestly, all things considering, I like Tokyo Mew Mew, but I think Kamisama Kiss just has something in it that, like, that Kamisama Kiss doesn't have, and it's great. I really like this. I really like this anime. Like I said earlier, it's beautiful. List of episodes, please. Okay. There's a list of episodes! If you click like further into the Wikipedia article, you'll find like a list of episodes somewhere. Man, I am in love with this shoujo, and if y'all would like to, help me figure out where I can buy the manga volumes, let me know in the comments. I have an Instagram if you'd like to follow me there. I'm at MK Illustrator, linked in the description, and I also have a webcomic called Sodalite. For the time being, Sodalite's updates are going to be slow as personal stuff is going on, and I won't be able to work on stuff as often or as quickly. Podcasts should still come out on a bi-weekly or monthly basis. I have yet to decide, and I hope you all have an amazing evening, and hope you guys have an amazing evening, and thank you all so much for listening. Bye.